Hello everyone, my name is Dustin. I'm the founder and CEO of Beast Trading Software. Guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new video, the first video of 2023. Yes, I know it's been a long time since I did a video. I think the last video I did was back in November, but then since then things just have been really crazy with December and the holidays. And yeah, just been super busy, but I am back with a new video, and I am back with a different video. You know, most of my previous videos are kind of showing you previous results of the indicator and EA in action, but in today's video I'm gonna shift things a bit and tell you more about what I have planned for 2023, what you can look forward to from the Beast Trading Software products, and what I have coming up in the next couple of months. So I think you're going to be really excited to hear what I have to say. So before I get stuck into all of this and tell you what I've got going on, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, please do hit that like. It really does help the YouTube algorithms to help other people find this video content. And getting it out of the way, let's get started. So I think out of the three products which I have, I mean, we have the Beast Super Signal Indicator, we have the Beast Super Signal EA, and then the Breakout Beast EA. So out of those three products, I think let me get started on the Beast Super Signal Indicator, because I do have a lot of inquiries, and a lot of people in my private Telegram group always asking me what's going on with that. So let me get started on that. So I am working on version 5 of the Beast Super Signal Indicator. Here you can actually see on this test account. This is my test account, which I run all my stuff on. You can see it's only got $1 in the account, so I'm not too bothered because it's just for running trials, testing out code, etc. This is version 5. I'm going to show you version 4.3 and run a little quick comparison so you can see what's coming up. But I have been working on this. It's taking a bit of time. It's taking a bit longer than anticipated. Unfortunately, when you're adding new stuff and you're coding new things, some don't always work out right or how you want, and you kind of need to play around and do a lot of testing. So I have added up some new filters to help kind of filter out some of the false signals that you do get on version 4.3. Unfortunately, sometimes the indicator does predict incorrectly. That's unavoidable. It's impossible to predict the future price every single time. We can only, like I say, you can only look at past price data, analyze what the price has done in the past, and based on that information, you can try and make a high probability prediction of where you think price is going to go, whether it's going to go up or down. And that's essentially what the Beast Super Signal Indicator does. It looks at past price data. It analyzes what price did in the past using a range of internal indicators and strategies, and it then tries to make a prediction of where it thinks price is going to go. Sometimes it gets it right, sometimes it doesn't. It's the nature of the business, and especially when it comes to news events, this is the Achilles heel which of technical strategies, is that technically you might have a signal which is technically valid and 100% correct, but then a news event will come along and it sends price going the other way, which turns your signal into a loss. And unfortunately, this is something that we just cannot avoid. It is the nature of the business. But other than that, I'm kind of rambling on there. I've made some very good changes to version 5. I've added some new filters which help with that, filtering out the false signals. And, I've also set some of the settings into the indicator itself so you can play around. One of the nice things which I actually mentioned in my private group this week is that with version 5 there's not going to be any need for set files. The default settings are going to work out of the box, if I can call it that. You're not going to have to play around with settings. The default settings will work pretty much as they are on any pair. So that is really a nice thing going forward, and it's just really a simple plug and play kind of situation where you load the indicator onto the chart, you set your desired time frame that you prefer to trade, and you let the indicator trade or you let the EA trade. So I'm just going to run a quick comparison here of the Beast Super Signal. So here we have version 5. This is on euro dollar, just the main currency pair, euro dollar. I'm on the H4 time frame. This new version does tend to favor the higher time frames, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can't use it on lower time frames, but it does work pretty well on the higher time frames. So in the previous 1000 bars, because as the indicator looks back, to the previous 1,000 bars, whichever time frame you're on. So this is looking back over the last 1,000 bars of the H4 time frame. We've had 5 signals. All of them have been wins with a total of 634 pips. Let me just try and see if I can minimize this. So here you can see going right back actually into April. Then we've got May, June. That was a nice win. This one was a loss. Looks like it was a loss. But we're going back 5 signals, so this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So around here is where the 1,000 bars starts counting. So we have a win here. That looks like it was a win. That was a win. That was a win, and then another win. So looking pretty good. Now I'm going to jump across to version 4.3, so you can actually see the comparison and situation of the current version with the new version. So here we are on version 4.3. We've had, what's that, 34 signals, 17 wins and 17 losses with a 50% success rate, making 69 pips. So looking at the chart, you can see there's a lot more signals on version 4.3. You know, obviously with the new filters which I have added to version 5, it does eliminate a lot of signals. In this case, you can see it's eliminated a couple of winning ones, but in general, if I have to go back, you'll see there are also a lot of losing signals. Hence, we have the 50% win rate, and also hence we have the lower pip count. So that's just a quick comparison of the indicator. I'm really looking forward and excited to releasing version 5. I'm really trying to push to try and get it finished to release it in this month, in February. I really hope I can make it to get it out to all of you there. For those of you who are interested in this indicator and you now thinking to hold back before purchasing and we want to rather wait to version 5, you don't need to worry about that because all clients do receive free lifetime updates. So if you have to purchase version 4.3 now, when version 5 is released, you will get it automatically. So you don't have to worry about purchasing twice or worrying about getting not getting a newer version. Now jumping, I think we pretty much covered the Beast Super Signal indicator. Now I'm going to jump onto the Beast Super Signal EA. Now when it comes to that, it's pretty much the same as the indicator. I'm busy with it now as I am speaking. I'm adding the same filters or the same logic as indicator to the EA, because the EA basically trades the exact same way as the indicator. It's just fully automated and it does the trading for you. The Beast Super Signal EA is a really good addition for those of you who are still working, you have full-time jobs, you just don't have enough time to sit and watch the charts, and you're looking for a solution that kind of automates the trading for you. The EA is a very good option because it will take all the stress out of making the trade decisions for you where you have to trade manually. You set up your own risk tolerance, and the EA will then calculate the position sizes based on your risk, and it's really a good alternative and a very good option for those of you who just don't have time for manual trading. So not much to touch on the Beast Super Signal EA. As I say, I'm making the same changes to the indicator to the EA. They're both equally the same in terms of logic. It's just obviously the EA is fully automated. Then the last thing to talk about is the Breakout Beast EA, and that has been a really popular topic lately. The EA has done incredibly well. It started off last year. I think I launched the EA last year in July. Went off to a fantastic start, hit 100% profit in a couple of months. Then unfortunately did hit a bit of a rocky patch towards the end of last year, end of November, December. And unfortunately on one of the pairs which I was trading on, which was pound dollar. Actually, let me just switch over to the chart. All right, here we have the Breakout Beast. So I had a trading initially on US 30, the Dow Jones, which was doing great. And then I did some testing to try and see if I could find some other pairs to trade it on. And I did find the pound dollar was working very well. Unfortunately, due to the price action of the pound dollar, and due to the nature of breakout type strategies, it didn't work well, and I did lose a lot on the accounts, and the pound dollar actually took out most of the profits on the accounts, which was very unfortunate. So I had a very bad December, didn't have a very good January this year. January hasn't been the best, but we are off to a good start for February. And what am I working on the Breakout Beast? So on the Breakout Beast, I've got a few things lined up for this year. First of all, I'm working on an MT5 version. I've had a lot of requests for an MT5 version of the Breakout Beast, so I'm working on that. But before I release that, I want to add a few things to the MT4 version, which will then obviously roll over onto the MT5 version. So I'm looking at adding a trailing stop to this EA that's been requested quite a few times in my private group from existing users of the EA, and I'm working on actually having a trailing stop, so when there's a breakout, price will pretty much trail in profit, and so that you don't risk hitting stop loss, you'd rather get closed out, on break even, etc. So I'm working on that. I just need to figure out the logic, how to make it work right. And once I get that done, I'm going to release version 1.3 of the EA, and then I'm going to work on the MT5 version of the EA as well. What you're looking at now this is actually the account which you can see on my website and on MQ5. This is the live account that I have trading on. You can see it's sitting around 30% profit. It was a lot higher than that before. As you can see, actually looking at on this chart, on trading on US30, it's made about 50% profit. That doesn't represent in the balance of the account because, of course, all the trades, all the losses due to pound dollar has kind of diminished the account balance. But this particular pair in the lifetime of the account has made 50%. So if I wasn't trading pound dollar, this account would be sitting on about 1,500, which 50% profit is still pretty good. And guys, I think I've pretty much covered it. Yeah, I had a lot to tell you. This has been something that I've been wanting to do for a while now, kind of catch you guys up on what I have planning for this year, what you can look forward to this year. And I think I've pretty much covered it. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I'd really like to know what your thoughts are. If you have any ideas, suggestions, recommendations, I'm happy to hear. I'm always open. All my clients in my private group, I'm always there. You can always chat with me one-on-one in my private group, and that's something my clients in my private group do like. When you purchase one of my products, you do get access to the private Telegram group where you can chat with other users of the trading products. If you'd like to purchase any of my products, you can find them on my website. You can find them on MQR5. There's only 2 places on the internet that you can find my products for sale. So if you do see them for sale anywhere else on the internet, it's a scam, it's fake, and you're going to lose your money. So just don't do it, guys. All right, I think that's it. I've covered it. Thank you for watching. Once again, if you haven't subscribed and if you enjoyed this video, please do hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content. And if you like that video, please do like it. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. Have a great day. Happy trading. Cheers.